here are all the parts and pieces of that bookcase. As I was pulling it apart, I realized how well this was put together. So I'm actually going to keep it as a bookcase. But for my personal use, I prefer a bookcase that's not quite so deep. This one was originally almost 12 inches deep, which then when you put a book on the shelf, you can then have this space in front of the books that end up getting cluttered with stuff. And I am trying to minimize the amount of clutter in my house. So I actually cut it in half, well, not really in half, but I cut it to the depth that I wanted it. And these are the pieces that I will be reassembling and using, which then left me with the back end. And I am sure I will find a use for that as well. I love the little detail in the wood, and I wanted to keep that. And I almost kind of like the green. I will paint this obviously different if I do paint it. I may just sand it down and use bare wood, depending on what it looks like. This particular cabinet was very well made, and I love how they assembled it. It's almost like a puzzle. They use kind of the dovetail idea of putting it all together, which created so much more stability and makes it less likely to become rickety and falling apart. So I'm excited to get started on this, sanding it all down, reassembling it, and seeing how it all comes together. So stay tuned.